Wake up, Hesbos. You are live with HESBY Street as pre-recorded. This is episode June 2021. Early. Late.
Almost July.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram because we will have clips up there very soon. And it's going to be too many. You're going to want to unfollow and then you're going to miss us to come back. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube for full episodes. Even the outtakes. Even the times where we go, we should cut this out. Zach's too lazy. Zach's not cutting it out.
I didn't know that.
It's all there on YouTube.
It's
Watch what you say.
Uh-oh.
Watch what you say. Anyone with a YouTube account can watch these.
I don't even think you need a YouTube account.
But anyone with a YouTube account can watch them.
That's true. If you have a YouTube account, you can watch it.
But in no way does it give you extra access or anything.
Why do we do intros?
When I do it, you know what you're asking for. Every time there's a pregnant pause, I go, okay, I'm hopping in and I'm doing the intro, but you guys chose this. Enjoy the show. Oh, yeah, Patreon.
That's enough.
Dude, I am shaky. I feel like the spirit of South Lake Tahoe.
We're in Tahoe.
My blood is filled with Truly
People
and
don't
vodka
know.
sodas.
You gotta give them some setting.
Oh, yeah, we're live in South Lake Tahoe, overlooking the lake. Tony's got shades on. He looks cool.
We're facing away from it.
Our special guest, Tony Zavala, is here this week. A lot of people have been missing Tony. I know John Smolensky said more Tony.
Hey, John.
He's the only one.
Well,
would you
we're
say...
gonna give John what he wants.
Yeah. Would you say you're more hungover right now or more drunk?
I'm drunk. I haven't gotten hungover yet. I woke up wasted. And Elizabeth's like, we got to drive to the Bay Area and back. Drove my mom this morning because she decided
You drove?
She wanted to go home. No, I didn't drive. I mean, I drove on the way back. But I tried to sleep, but it's so windy. I was just getting ragdolled in the back.
Yeah, well, you didn't vomit.
I was just getting absolutely haymakered by our doors and headrests. Too tired to care. Drove. As we get into Marin, and we think, all right, well, now we just beeline it back to the resort.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of our vacation. My mom goes, can you just get off the freeway here? And we're like, this isn't your exit. She's like, I just got to make a couple stops. I'm like, Mom, I don't have time for this. So we went to Safeway. Mm-hmm. She shopped for someone else. She shopped for, like, I think her neighbor who's blind, which I feel bad, but, like, also Instacart, dude. Right? Is that evil? I was at my wit's end.
No, I mean, that's like 7 hours of driving after we were out till 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah. And I slept for maybe 3 hours.
I can't imagine.
It's like Navy SEAL training for just being a gambling addict. And then we pulled into the grocery store, and I guess we pulled a little close to this old curmudgeon. It's a very passive-aggressive day. Mm-hmm. This old guy gets out of his car, and he goes, I fucking can't believe you fucking just shit. And I just opened the door. I'm like, you all right, man? Are we a little too close to you? We can move. And he's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, okay. And I shut the door, and he was like, fucking fucker. I'm like, what? And he goes, it is a little tight, but it's fine. I'm like, well, just move and give you the room you need. And he's like, no, it's fine. Fucking I'm like, is this how you've lived your whole life?
People live their life like that.
Is it because you're old? Like, when we're old, do we go back to being bratty? You know? If you're just like, I don't want to.
I do sort of feel like
my body's giving up on me.
I do think that old people get bitter because the world's kind of moved on without them.
Yeah.
And they take it out. Just people take things out in unhealthy ways, and that's probably one of them.
Yeah.
Just like hates everyone younger than him.
Right.
Because it's just like they don't get tech or they don't get respect. People don't really like old people.
Yeah, I didn't respect him on the moment I saw him. I was like, dude, you look like fucking...
I'm not defending him, but I just think that's...
Eric Clapton. He looked like Eric Clapton. Dead ringer.
Could have been Eric Clapton. I could see him.
He's like, oh, you fucking wanker, you. Oh, I was a legend in London in the 70s. 70s?
So I think 70s is right. He's kind of still a legend among old people.
Dude, some people did like a fucked up trending Twitter joke on Eric Clapton recently because he said something about like protect our children.
Yeah, but he killed his kid.
Get them vaxxed. And he didn't kill the kid. He left a window open.
Right? He left a window open? Oh.
And the kid crawled out. And the whole world was like, funny hearing about protecting our kids with vax from you. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the world.
Yeah, the world's not great.
It's a fucked up joke.
I think there was a Mr. Magoo episode where he lets a baby out, and it lives out the window.
So Eric Cloud's like, that seems kind of fun.
Well, you know, Mr. Magoo is always walking
wh-
everywhere.
what-
Unlike
He can't see.
he can't see.
Mr. Magoo's blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a baby also doesn't know.
Wait, so was it a car?
What
A
was?
car window?
No.
What window did
like
this
a
baby-
third-story apartment.
Oh.
And the nanny was home, I think. And the
So it's the nanny's fault.
yeah, I mean, she should be getting the Twitter hatred for sure. But it's her fault for having the handle at Eric Clapton's dead baby's nanny.
Right.
She should have just used her name.
Yeah, but we can't remember the name.
Yeah, well, she wanted followers. I
She
get
did.
it.
We all have a weird 15 minutes. Speaking of 15 minutes, how was your audition?
Really bad.
Did you bomb it?
It was. I'm just really bad at acting.
Yeah, acting's hard.
Yeah. Tony helped me though. We did like some improv games to help me like warm up. It's cute.
What games?
I coached her up.
Just regular improv.
Yeah, it wasn't really a game.
Oh, it's regular.
It's just improv.
Let's play regular.
Well, so she had lines, and so to get into the mood of what's the attitude behind the lines, we kind of like improvised the two characters because it was an actor and a writer working on a script together.
Yeah,
in the
I-
scene.
In the scene.
Yeah, I played the writer.
Yeah. So we just kind of improvised like an actor giving a writer notes because I think the writer's attitude is supposed to be like, I know better than you know.
Uh-huh.
So
And you had trouble tapping into that?
Yeah, it's really hard for me to like be mean.
to know more than the actor?
yeah. So I was like, you can be passively aggressively mean to me if you want.
I was about to say, it's gotta be tough for Tony as the boyfriend being like, we're stepping way out of the comfort zone here, Em. I can't even... Whoa, who is that just acted in that scene?
Yeah. Showed a lot of range.
So how was it bad? You had infinite takes.
No, actually, like I felt like I nailed that part where I was like, whatever, I'm a writer who knows better than you. But the line of dialogue was really, really hard. It was like a paragraph of like, I had to say like naivete,
Ooh,
And-
I hate that.
patriarchy, and a bunch of.
It was
like,
kind of a
big
meta
words.
joke because the actor was saying like people don't talk in like soliloquies.
Right.
They don't use these words, and the writer's like, well, I disagree. Blah blah blah. Patriarchy.
Yeah, you go on a little rant about. Like,
So it's like a
the
meta-
perfect dialogue,
Yeah.
and that's hard for me. To be perfect.
Yeah, I always have a hard time as an actor when they like give you a big word and they're like, just say that how you're just talking normally. I'm like, but I don't say these words.
Yeah.
Like I don't say
Right.
naivete.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's hard.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Right.
Sir.
I'm like, bro, you gotta just relax and stop letting your naivete make your decisions for you, homie.
So we just had to do it like a ton of times before I got it right.
Yeah.
Well, you got it right.
I feel like I'm that when I asked to do it with Tony. We do it a ton of times.
Yeah, I don't mind it either because I like acting.
Yeah.
Acting.
Tony's
Yeah.
my lucky charm, dude. I swear he's my freaking Buddha belly when it comes to self-tapes. Every time Tony hits the red button.
Every time I hit the red button, I say action.
I mean, you've never even asked me to hit the red button.
I have.
I could be your lucky charm.
I have.
When have I?
You filmed our first Night of Living Karen sketch, and you were not into holding the camera.
That's true. That's
That was the
fair.
last time I ever asked you to hit the red button.
Hey, it went viral though, so
It did go viral.
Yeah. It's all
So I am lucky.
Torio.
You're an artiste. You're just impossible to work with.
I am hard to work with.
You
That's
put your
true.
actors through a lot. You're like Kubrick.
Well, it didn't make sense. Have you guys seen it?
I say that.
Torio's watching the sketch going, not what I envisioned at all. Did you guys see any of the footage I gave you?
I found it offensive.
Yeah.
So
the naivete of the sketch was
Oh, yeah.
and it's, I mean, you just
really
highlighted the
emphasized
patriarchy.
Dude, it was straight naivete. I'm glad you guys noticed that. Brought naivete to the silver screen.
I'm interested in so you don't like to be pimped out. It's a common theme on the pod.
I don't know a single
don't have-
person that
no.
likes to be pimped out.
But you do like improv. So how do you set an improv scene up? Like you kind of did it with Emily.
You
for
pimped
her
Emily
self-tape.
out right before her audition.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if you're being serious or not,
I
but
am being
typically,
serious.
like with an improv scene,
Like if
you-
we were gonna do it on the pod, how would you do it?
Well, I would say most of the time that I'm doing improv with somebody, you get like a suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not usually like you're a doctor, you're a patient,
Right.
whatever.
It's something
Knuckles.
vague.
It's just like a
vaguer.
word. Yeah.
Knuckles.
Yeah, or there's other ways to get information, but then you just be somebody, and then the other person like reads who you are based on how you act.
Or feet.
Yeah, that's another good
So-
suggestion.
Good
So-
job, audience.
So,
Wait.
Yeah.
Bullet
Okay,
train. Bullet train.
bullet train. That's one suggestion.
so now what do you do?
So if he said bullet train,
Right.
I might come into the scene. I might come in and be like, "Tickets, please," and then I'm a ticket taker on the bullet train.
Right.
And then I would step into the scene knowing that what we're doing, and I would just start shooting everyone that got a ticket. And then go, "There's your bullet train ride, you piece of shit." And I blow the fucking... Actually, you're supposed to hold it like this.
That's what they say.
And so that's pretty good. You
Is that
did
good
it right?
improv?
Is
I
that
go,
good
"You
improv?"
fucking piece of shit."
Yeah,
And it's a children's improv show.
I would say that performance is rich with naivete.
I guess I'm never gonna figure out improv.
Well, I mean, even when I did, like, you're supposed to like have relationships already. So if I was like, "I'm so excited for our trip" or something, I look at you, that would be like, "Okay, we know each other. We're on a trip together."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched improv? Maybe that would help.
Yeah. I never get that far.
You never watched it?
Not really.
Really?
Not
Like you never
really.
went to a UCB show in LA?
I watched that Netflix thing.
Oh yeah.
I've never been to a UCB show.
It's a little different.
It's a little different. Yeah.
That was
I've opened for an improv troupe, but I usually go to the bar
Yeah.
or
And you don't even
outside
drink.
or
You're
look at
like,
my
"I
phone.
just wanna stand
Yeah,
away
I
from
just
it."
don't want to. I guess I just I get what you're saying. Like it makes sense the way you're describing it, but I guess, and not to be
Crass.
rude,
Naivete?
but when does it get fun? You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, we're on a bullet train together, and then I'm like, oh man, this sure is fast.
So
Yeah.
someone goes freeze.
And then if you
and
were
then you're like, "It's about to be really fun."
Yeah.
if you were to say "sure is fast," I might be like, "Can you just have a good time for once?"
That's fun.
because of the way. Yeah, that's. But
Okay.
you just have to let it come. Like it's
you just
fun.
gotta, I just gotta learn.
What's
more.
fun
I
about
just don't
it
know
is,
enough
like-
about it.
Well, the relationships are what. I mean, you can channel other people, but you really draw on yourself a lot. So
It's
Got
a
it.
lot about, like, you have to be patient, too.
Mm-hmm.
You
Let
can't
it
just
build.
force it. And
You
forcing
can't
it,
just
that's
force
where
it.
the pimping comes in.
Yeah.
'Cause that's when you're trying to force it.
and then
I've
it
tried to
cheapens it.
force before, and it sucks. Yeah.
It cheapens it because if you just let it happen, the organic things that happen organically, we know when something happens in the audience and you riff on it, it's like, oh, that's way better than like trying to force some crowd work.
Well, I hope to see some good improv someday. That's
Well,
on
we're
my
in
bucket
South Lake
list.
Tahoe.
It's
Improv
true, the
capital
capital.
of the
Rob
bi-state area.
Schneider's here in a few days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Very excited. to
And he's
see
got a
his-
new character.
He's anti-Emperor Newsom.
Yeah.
What's his new character?
It's just an Asian guy. Rob Schneider is Asian, actually. People don't know.
Technically,
He's
yeah.
half Filipino, I believe.
Right.
His,
I learned that
So
when
he's allowed to do this new character.
Well, remember? Do you remember? So he was on Twitter. I started following him because he blocked a friend of mine, and so I was like screenshotting his crazy tweets because he's anti-vax and stuff.
Yeah.
And he posted like about his mom, who's Asian, who she brought up,
Yeah.
and then about how she wasn't, vaxxed and health, or she beat COVID or something, and then she ends up dying of COVID.
Whoa.
So he's like anti-vax
Yeah.
and anti-Newsom, and then like the string of tweets is just like that got dark fast.
Whoa. Do people talk shit? Like, that's what you get?
I didn't read.
Twitter
I don't-
can be
I
pretty
don't even
cold
read
like
the
that. I mean, I
comments.
told you about the Eric Clapton thing.
Yeah.
I bet Twitter was like, "See? Your mom's dead because of you. Sincerely,
The internet.
541244 alien fuckhead /9."
Ooh, what does the
Since-
/9 represent?
I don't know if you can use a backslash.
sincerely, it's spelled out.
It's
The word backslash.
I don't want to change subjects, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We were talking about foreign mom, and I don't get to talk.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I also
go
have, I
ahead.
have more death stuff.
Funniest thing. All right, well, death can wait. Funniest thing is my mom keeps saying Torio, Torio,
Mm-hmm.
like author in old Italian.
Right.
Torio, Arturio, Otoro.
Uh-huh.
And then today on the ride was the first time I just heard her give up halfway through the word. 'Cause she knows they're all wrong. But she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you got to go and gamble, and you and Otto had a fun time." And she's just like, "Dude, you know who I mean."
She could just refer to me as the hot one if she wants. You can let her know.
I've told her
the
I've
sexy
pushed
one,
it.
the funny one.
It's hard for her to remember.
Yeah.
That's what you're called.
Speaking of hot ones, we had two ladies make a move at us.
Oh yeah.
Did we
dude.
tell either of you this?
This was wild.
It was Saturday. Sports
But they're
bar.
probably
Older and drunk.
workers.
No,
Oh.
no. If they were bad at their job.
I honestly thought maybe I honestly had that thought, but I don't think so. But maybe.
So we're sitting there.
Well, they didn't proposition us.
We're
I
sitting
mean,
there.
it's South Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
they
not.
certainly could have been. I don't think they were because I've been pointing out hookers when I see them. They didn't see. Like
I don't think you're always right.
I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly
I'm
attire.
probably really bad at it.
Attire is the
Right.
hooker and tattoos.
Tattoos.
Yeah, a lot of male military hookers here. A lot of white redneck hookers. So these women come and they sit next to us and they're like, "Are there any wings left for me to try?" Like
Oh my
the
God.
forward one says it.
Yeah, we were eating.
She had like
Are there any
fake
wings
lips,
left?
and we're like, "No, we ate them all." There's a carrot if you want the carrot. And she's like, "Oh yeah, she wants something hard in my mouth." And we're like,
Good Lord.
"Nice." And then she like grabs it and she's like, like putting it in her mouth. We're like, "That's impressive." What do you want? And then she like doesn't know how to move the conversation forward anymore. And she's like, "My pussy's so wet all the time."
Jesus.
And Torio goes, "I think you should see a doctor for that." He recommends a doctor. And then she's like, "Well, it's because I have sex so much." And we're like, "That's awesome." And she's like, "Unlike my friend, she's got cobwebs in her pussy." And we're like,
so
"Hello."
weird, so
And the friend
fast.
is like, "It's true. I haven't been laid in years." And I'm like, "You two have such vastly different approaches." Just like the one friend is like, "Please do me this one
Yeah.
charitable service."
Sarah McLaughlin music.
And the other one's like, it's going to be you or the next guy right now.
Yeah.
You want to go? And we're like, no. And they asked us like maybe 4 or 5 times. But she just kept shitting on her friend. I was like, are you guys even friends?
It was the weirdest dynamic.
Felt like a sociology experiment. She's
Yeah.
like, all right. It's like good cop, bad cop. It's
Yeah,
like,
we're-
I'm wet pussy, you're cop, wet pussy.
It was and the one friend was just so. It was like. She was.
I was like,
depressed.
stand up for yourself back there.
She
You
was
know,
just like,
don't let her make
Yeah,
fun
I'm
of you.
just like not. I just don't think anyone will ever love me. The other woman was like, "I'll fuck you right now." Like it was bizarre. And then they wanted to go to the Lucky Beaver,
Okay.
which sounded awful to me.
Sounded like a whorehouse.
Yes, I was like, or a strip club or
Yeah,
something, or that's where their pimp would be.
Yeah. Right.
I'm like, I don't know. And
He's
then,
like,
so,
well, look who showed up to Lucky Rivers Dam.
Yeah.
It's just a guy with a big fucking
Yeah.
toothpick.
So I was like, absolutely not. So we don't go. That was 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night we end up at the Lucky Beaver. Charming place.
It's a great place.
Not a dive bar. Food was great.
Was
Terrible name.
Couldn't find them. No matter.
They weren't there. Thank goodness. But we did that after we went on a heater at the casino.
Dude, we tore it up last night.
Dude,
we run like $1,000 at least between the two of us.
Yeah, It
So you're even?
No, I'm like way up.
How up?
I don't. I'm up like 7, so 500 total. I'm up.
Yeah. It was
I
a-
mean,
it was a
unless you
hot
include
night.
my speeding ticket, then
Right.
I'm up like.
And just day-to-day
100.
expenses.
And
Yeah.
your hotel room.
Yeah.
That's true. But whatever, it's vacation.
It's vacation.
I'm up on the casinos, and I'm thinking about doing a heist.
On the casinos that
Yeah.
have been so good to you?
Uh huh. Because I don't think.
Don't bite the hand that feeds
No,
you, man.
I've been kind of scoping them out, and I
Yeah.
think I have like the general idea of
Have you,
doing like an Ocean's 11 situation.
Have you?
I need 10 friends, and then once I have the 10 friends, I think I'm pretty much good to go.
You're going to pull off the heist of the century?
Uh huh. I think I'm gonna do it
Have you sketched out any schematics?
mentally, because you don't want to leave
Mental
a
schematics.
paper trail or a pepper trail.
Dude, there's one guy in South Lake who left a pepper trail.
It's at the bottom of the lake
Right
now.
away.
Yeah, you don't fuck with the mob.
Torio's just been pacing back and forth, going, "Okay, 1 camera, 2 camera, 3 cameras." I'm like, Torio, write something
I
down.
go to the security guard and I go, "When's your shift end?" He goes, "What?"
Like just making small talk. What doors do you usually go out to smoke alone? in the dead of night.
Would you consider yourself like a go-getter? Or like who's not a go-getter on your team?
Right. You know, don't you hate people at your job that just aren't paying attention? Who would you say that is at your work? Like, what's his name and badge number?
For me, it's Zack. Who's it for you? Also Zack? That makes sense.
You got a Zack?
Where do you keep the money? Because the chips.
Everything's
those
gone digital now,
resemble
huh?
So yeah, I think I need one more day. We're here 2 or 3 more days. One more
Yeah.
day to plan, and then and then get the 10 friends. I got a Craigslist ad out, and yeah, I think I'm good.
That's funny you mentioned because I'm actually planning a heist of my own. And I mean, after we help with yours, and if we get away
Right.
with it, maybe you guys could help me with mine.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to steal the next election back. The heist of the century.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Well-
going to be in Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. So who are you stealing the election for?
I'm getting it back to Trump because he got heisted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to heist it, the Americans back for America.
Okay.
It's basically just, I mean, like trying to storm the Capitol, but like in a suit with a martini glass.
Uh-huh.
It's very Ocean's 11-y.
But like you're cool
I'm
about
cool
it.
about it. And like I run into like my ex who's also like helping with the heist,
Yeah.
kind of. You know, I'm like,
But you don't know that at first. We don't find that out till the
I don't know it
end.
at first. I'm like, I thought I told you guys, and I need like a gymnast.
And then I find out it's just to win her back. It's not even about the election.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Zach, where are you? We're in. We're in. I have the computers. Did you know they studied the Arizona? Like they're auditing the Arizona governor or GOP, like whatever committee that's investigating the stolen election. They are like, give us the machines you used. We want to see something. And then they're like, okay, but like now that they're like observing and investigating these
Yeah.
machines, the state of Arizona is like, yeah, we're not gonna use those ever again though, because you've been like have them behind closed doors looking, and they're like, that's fine. Just feel like they're like, all right, fuck,
Now that you've learned how they work and how to hack them.
we're gonna change
Pass.
it.
Yeah.
I just picture it's like a Looney Tunes cartoon. like, nah, damn it. It's just Yosemite Sam's trying to fucking rig election systems.
I do picture them getting those machines and not even really knowing what to do with them. They're like, well, get my hammer.
I got a chisel.
Oh, man, it's a lot of wires.
That's way more wires. You asked for the schematics too, right?
Look at YouTube. See if there's a way to hack this.
It feels like those people set up the TVs at this resort
Yes, it does.
because they are in 2D. It's beyond. Like it, I really feel like sitting too close to that TV will kill me. Like not only ruin my vision, but it will actually give me some sort of.
you hate on the TV, but then our view is this lake, and
Right.
it's like you can't. If you call down to complain about a TV, they're gonna be like, you go outside.
Right, I'm like, I'm trying to watch 90 Day Fiance, and it's like I can't even tell who's the immigrant. Get up here.
You know what's crazy is, did you have something, Tony? You opened your mouth.
Sometimes I do that.
Okay.
Least favorite time of my life.
What?
It's like a shut up Tony joke I was going for, but you haven't
Oh.
spoken.
Oh, when I have something to say.
Yeah,
It's crazy up here how, like,
I thought you were gonna have something to say again. You did like an inhale.
do you want to talk?
No.
Okay.
You guys know you had to reserve your time slots on this podcast, right? I booked 1 through 48.
Minutes?
We know.
And it's
We always know.
It's a slotted mic, dude. You guys gotta fucking message me.
We have our names in for the lottery minutes.
You're Tony. You're new. All right, we're gonna squeeze you in.
Okay.
Hang
Just
out,
hang
though.
out.
Hang
Hang
out.
out for a little bit. Get to know the other guys on the pod.
Yeah.
But we were looking at the, because we were joking about doing a comedy show up here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which we're not, because no. But the
They don't deserve it.
the magic shows are huge, and they're like sold out.
Yeah.
Like this is a big magic town.
I want to see some magic.
I would like to go. Tickets are pricey
They're
though.
pricey. They're sold out.
$35.
What was the one review?
That's actually not too bad for
Yeah.
a magic show. I thought
There's
there would
magic
be
in-
like 75.
Yeah,
but
and
like
that's SF,
this is
and
like
it's
the Monday night show. Was sold
And
out.
like I think we're expecting it to be really good, and I don't think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like a comedy show.
I just want to see some like sleight of hand.
Yeah.
That's what I
Some
want.
sleight of hand.
Do you think this is like the AAA city, like Reno? Because like Vegas is majors
Majors.
for that's like the New York and LA of.
Magic.
Magic.
Chris Angel, Penn and Teller.
Do you think some magicians move there too early? Like comics in LA.
I'm the best comedian I can. I mean,
I'm the best in Des
magician
Moines. I
can
got to
be.
get to Vegas, and then I get there and like I'm not ready. I need to
Totally.
work.
These guys are good. I didn't know tigers were part of this. This guy's got fucking tigers.
Is that real magic? Because I'm just doing tricks.
Dude, if you like a good magic local comedy scene joke, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone is one of my favorite low-key movies. I think I made you all sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But it was a treat. I really like. I think
The
Mike.
ending was incredible. One of the best endings in movie history.
Yeah.
I don't know if the movie's worth watching necessarily. It's good.
It's like a dumb,
It's
silly
dumb.
movie.
Yeah, but it's funny.
But once you set your like parameters there, you'll have a good time.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to lower the expectations.
Right.
Because they need to be low.
It's not like a classic. It's
No.
not like Gran Torino.
But you know what? The end. I will stand by the endings being one of the best.
No,
Gran
no.
Torino.
No, it's like the campy '60s Batman to the Majestic, or what was that?
The Illusionist.
The Prestige.
The
The
Prestige.
Prestige.
Yeah. Like that's like a serious magic. That's like the Christopher
Right.
Nolan Batman. But this one's like '60s campy Batman, Adam West.
Yeah, exactly. It's making fun of itself a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder if Batman was like silly back then. Like Adam West Batman was like, precisely, Robin. You know, like was that cool?
No, I think
Or
it
was
was.
that like,
I think it was
this is
cool
dumb?
but silly.
I mean, it was geared towards kids. I'm pretty sure
Right.
it's like what a kid thinks a detective is thinking.
Right.
He's like, And the
Right.
kid's like, oh, so he's thinking.
Have you ever like watched the Riddler episodes?
Nah, I mean maybe.
The Adam West ones. I wish I could remember exactly what they were, but it'll be like just this weird riddle where it'll be like that makes no like that, or maybe the riddle sounds like it. It'll be like, what makes the Riddler? Will be like, what makes gunshots in the trees? And then Robin will be like, a pigeon with a machine gun, and he'll be like, yes, Robin. And I'm like, how did you get there? That's not a riddle. You made that up.
I feel like the writers for Batman that created the Riddler, they like started writing the first script like, we are in deep with this guy. We're gonna make an episode with just riddles all the time. All right, one's gonna have to end with the pigeon with the machine gun because
You can't Google
can't-
riddles. You got to make these up.
I can't write anymore for this. His
Yeah.
power is riddling. We gotta do something else. It's in the budget. That's why the Riddler got pushed through.
I feel like one writer's just like, I'm going to drop riddle with bullets any episode now.
And it
I
never
don't know
happened.
how yet.
I feel like sometimes in some episodes the Riddler would like break into a bank or something, and then he would say riddle me this, but then like just ask a regular question. He'd be like, riddle me this. What's the combination to the to the safe?
They're like, oh, I know this one actually. 1482. Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah. I always liked the Riddler though as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
It was fun.
Jim Carrey.
Jim
Oh.
Carrey kind of ruined it.
Oh, I thought it was great. Edward Nygma.
I was kind of bummed
Yeah.
that they never had a Riddler in the Christopher Nolans. I thought I would have liked to have seen how he pulled it off.
That would have been cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be in that new one.
Ooh.
I think Jonah Hill's the Riddler? Am I making that up? Is that a Zack fact?
No, that's real.
Okay.
Let's make some rumors, dude. And you know who's playing Mr. Freeze?
Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's illegitimate son.
Mr. Arnold.
And they're like, why did you cast him? He has. And they're like,
Earthquake?
You feel that? The ground's shaking pretty hard.
Really?
oh, I felt nothing.
That'd be cool if we
Still feel
potted
it,
during an
though.
earthquake.
Maybe it's just like construction.
Was someone shaking their foot? I was probably doing that.
No,
No.
I looked for that.
It's
I was-
heavier than that.
It's weird that
I
you
still
two
feel
felt
it,
it, and I
though.
didn't, I didn't feel anything.
You still feel
It's
it.
yeah.
It can't be an
It's not an
earthquake.
earthquake because it's still going on.
It could be someone doing P90X blows.
I don't feel it, and that's alarming to me.
Tony doesn't feel it either.
I feel nothing.
It's the 5G
It's the 5G getting
running
to
through
us.
it. Yeah.
It could be a heist down the street.
Dude, we have a Patreon pimp out first in a while.
Okay.
And
I feel like it's going to be directed towards me. Someone pimp Emily out.
no, it's all of us.
Okay.
Tony too, if you're around and want to do it. We it'll be up in a week or two. We're not going to do it.
Oh,
in
we don't do
Tahoe.
it here. Oh, we got to do it on
We
the...
don't have time to do it on this vacation, so we'll
Okay.
do it next week or whatever. But I always like to like throw them out because then maybe someone hears it and they're like, "That one sounds interesting. I want to become a Patreon member."
Oh, okay.
They go to
We lure
patreon.com/HESBY Street.
We trick them.
Yes. But have you guys ever taken the Enneagram test?
Yeah.
The
Enneagram?
Enneagram? I took
heard
it
of
once
it.
too, but I don't remember.
I always
But it's a
heard it-
personality test.
Yeah, I think it's Greek for like. I think it's a Enneagram.
Okay.
Enneagram.
But I've heard people say Enneagram.
Enneagram.
I would thought anagram, like words that are forward and backwards.
But that's not what it is.
I forget my number.
Or no,
though.
that's palindrome.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's
I think
number
it was-
1 through 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, an anagram is a.
But so, yeah, that is the Patreon
Order.
Pimp Out. We all take the test
Is there-
and discuss.
Are there bad? Like, or
I
is it
don't
just like you're different?
I think it's like astrology, you know, or it's like nothing's bad, but maybe.
I want us to do it and
It'll
like
be
one
like-
of us gets a result that's like, you're a bad person.
Like on the OCD type A jerk type.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like that.
You're a
So-
detriment to society.
But some people will be like, yeah, that's totally me.
Oh, weird.
Even though I might be like, ooh, that's the bad one.
Yeah.
I heard someone, like a friend was talking about it, and she was like, oh, all the 5s, those are just like the worst kind of people.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to kind of like dive
Fives are,
into
like,
it a
on the
little bit.
fence?
I don't remember if it was 5, but it was just like the most like basic bitch number.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
That is funny.
The thing when you get advanced into it, it's like you know how you have like Gemini with like a Scorpio rising or whatever.
Yeah.
You can get a number.
Oh yeah.
With a
there's, like,
wing.
wings.
Yeah, wings.
Oh.
You get a 9 with a wing 7.
Wingstop.
So anyways,
So
this
that's
is a
where
little commercial.
Wings of 3 Let Them Be comes from.
That's exactly where.
Don't hang out with
and
people.
the band The Wings
Right.
and the band Wings.
Okay,
comes
so
from,
wait, can
and
I?
the TV show Wings.
That TV show
Also
Wings is
true.
based on the
and Buffalo Wings.
Yep. And
You got it. Get there. Get there.
Wing Machine.
Oh,
What's that?
okay.
That's where that comes from too.
Oh yeah, Wing Machine.
it comes like the other ones come, right?
Yep.
It comes the same way the other ones come. Wait, I have a question though. If you take that test and you get like say a 5 and you're like, fuck, like I'm a basic bitch, can you change who you are? Or is it like
That's the question.
that should be a good Patreon is like
Yeah.
to take it.
Then you look at your wing, and then you're like, well, I'm more of my wing.
The wings are like your kind of cop out.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be a 5, but I'm kind of a 7.
I'm a 5 with 3s.
No, I think we should tackle the question in Patreon of can you change who you are?
It's gonna be a good episode.
Because I would love to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
Oh, I'd
too.
love to be like, what's a good one? A 2? We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I want to be driven sociopath. Which one's that?
69.
I've done it before, like probably like 5-6 years ago. And I know the number I got, but it's not fair to the Patreons to reveal it now.
No, it's yeah.
All right, so guys, take the test yourself, then listen to the Patreon episode and tell us if you're a Zack, Emily, Tony, or Torio.
And I honestly don't even, and this may reflect on my personality number, I don't want to dance around this anymore. Become a fucking patron. We don't need a thing, dude. Just do it. Like, fucking, it's good. It's fine. Stop just watching Instagram. Okay? Fucking close your phone.
Get your phone back out, download the Patreon app.
Open the App Store and fucking start a Patreon membership. I don't know how it works. I'm not a patron of anything. And then patronize us. Okay.
And then you'll receive blessings from God.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
And the other
That's
one.
on the
Can we
elite
slay
tier.
holy water?
You'll win big in Vegas.
Or Tahoe,
Ooh,
wherever
good
you
fortune.
go.
Good fortune. And that illness that's ravaging you will suddenly wash away.
That itchiness
That itchiness.
in your butt,
Praise be.
it's going to
Yeah.
go away.
And also Venmo is 10% of your monthly income.
Do you think there were people at those mega churches that's like, and you, Emily, you couldn't walk and now you can walk. And it's like, and young Zach. And I'm like, I don't want to say mine. It's gone. Can we just, whatever it was, it's gone.
You did it. You won. I'm so thankful.
We don't
Eternally
have to
thankful.
live in that past. That was a dark time in my life.
Oh, God. All right. Any final thoughts?
Well, I have a story.
Okay.
Is it
It doesn't
Patreon
go
worthy?
anywhere. No. Just kind of something that happened to me while I was doing comedy.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So I was doing this outdoor show, and some of those are still going on, but a lot of things are almost everything's inside again now. But I was doing this outdoor show, sparsely attended, and this father and son, it was at a brewery, and this father and son like came into the show, and they sat down. Like son's like 12 years old, and then the host, and it was like, okay, kid here, whatever.
Right.
And then the host is like to me, he's like, do you want to go next? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, I'll go next. And then as I'm saying yes, the kid collapsed.
Like passed out?
Yeah, he like passed out, fell like towards the ground. The dad like caught him, and the comedian on stage was like, "Oh, call 911."
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the kid was just like passed out, like not awake, and the father like was holding him, and then they got some water. They're like hitting him on the cheek and stuff.
Wait, I thought you said this story wasn't funny. This is hilarious.
He said it doesn't go anywhere.
Well, so
Which
then
I also find hard to
So the kid like starts coming to. The dad's like, "Hang up 911." I don't know if this was like something that happened before. It seemed like it was a hot day. Maybe he was dehydrated. They give him some water, and they prop him up against the wall like close, and so he's awake. And then the host is like, "Oh, the kid's awake again. Guess we can keep the show going."
And now you're next.
And he's like, "How do you want me to bring you up?" And I was like, "Don't bring me up."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, all right, I'm gonna keep it going." So I
Did you go up?
yeah, he was like, "Your next comedian is so funny, Tony Zavala."
Did
you joke about it?
The
Did the kid
kid-
sit there and laugh?
No, I went up. I was like, "I don't think I should be up here either. Like, this is not good idea."
Dude,
No, you
it's
can't be
just,
nice.
It's
You
just,
The kid was gone at that point.
You got to
Oh,
go
okay.
up and go, dude, how about that kid soaking up all my fucking spotlight? What a dick.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what's funny is I thought you were going to say the kid was going in and out.
Mhm.
And they asked the dad, like, what happened? Was there something he heard? And he's like, we just heard the host tell that guy he's next. And my kid started seizing and speaking in Latin.
Yeah. It was one of the weirder experiences. I didn't want to go up at all, but
How'd your set go?
Yeah, I was about to say, did you recover?
they.
Did you kill?
I mean, when you see when you see a child collapse, you're kind of not really in the mood to laugh anymore. I don't know why the people
It is
stayed.
Again,
an
I
example
disagree.
of like comedians need to like they need to ease up on the grind life. It's okay to just be like, you know what? Because it sounds like the show wasn't great before.
It was.
Sometimes
yeah.
you just got to cut your losses and be like, hey,
Yeah.
we're done.
Yeah. And as much
That's
as
what I
wanted-
expected.
Where was the show? San Francisco?
Yeah.
As much as I want to say, like, should have gone up there and been like, what the fuck was that kid's problem? I could easily see an audience in San Francisco being like, no, that's
totally.
not
Yeah.
funny. And then you're like, well, now we're really not going to have fun. So buckle in.
I mean, I did tell them, like, the audience, like, leapt into action. You know, they, like,
Yeah.
got on the phone. They, like, got
Right.
water.
Well,
And then I told them, I was like, oh, you guys are all heroes and stuff. And I realized, like, in the moment of need, what I do is I stand to the side and take a sip of my beer while everyone else leaps into action.
Did they laugh?
They were like, no, that's true. That's what you did.
They all just went collectively, oh, yeah. that's
No, they
true."
laughed. But
Oh, they
they're,
laughed, okay.
they're like, yeah, they weren't in the mood to see comedy anymore.
Right.
I was at a
It's traumatic.
Yeah.
Dispatch concert
hmm
because that's the music I listen to. And
Uh-huh.
during the encore, someone in the audience passed out, and the lead singer saw it and like stopped the music and was
Whoa.
like, "Get her help." And so like a medic came in because it was at the Fox Theater. Like I think they have a health person, and you know everyone did the right thing. But then it was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and just counted back in. Did 1.5 more songs. From the middle of the song, end of concert.
At the end,
And
they
you're
were
like, is she dead? What happened? Because, you know, it's like I'm far enough away to, like, I don't know.
At shows like that, I wonder if at the end they go, so we'll just be upfront with you guys. We were going to do like a we leave and you guys shout encore. We have a feeling due to recent events that's
Right.
not going to happen. So
Right.
here's the encore song.
They were already in the encore
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, when the collapse happened.
when the collapse happened.
I see.
Yeah. And, I mean, it was cool for him to stop, you know,
Yeah.
because I could see him not knowing what to do and just keep going. She probably still would have been helped by people around
Glad
her.
they didn't have a hit song called "Someone Help That Woman Down There." She has collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
People are
parentheses,
like, yeah,
no,
it
really,
is.
really, this isn't a song or a joke. Or no, this
You
isn't
there.
a joke. Yeah, well, I don't know.
You are you prepared to help that woman?
I think, like, there might have been a thing, like, with a band like Dispatch. They have a big crowd. You know, the Fox Theater, there might be some contractual obligation to finish the show. You know, there might be some reason why they're like, we got to finish.
Dude, they're so
But I could tell
political,
you-
they wouldn't give a shit about contracts. Though.
Yeah.
They're not that kind of
the
event.
greasy festival owner or
Get back
is just
up
in the
there.
back like,
Yeah.
4 more minutes.
Yeah. But I can tell you for sure the comedy show I was doing did not have such a obligation to finish the show.
Yeah. Their intro to you was yeah, he's next. Are you sure you want to do this now?
I was
He
like,
says he does.
I mean,
He says he's running this set, so I hope you guys can understand. We all have things we're working through.
yeah.